right. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Double XP Season 2, Episode 8. We're moving on up in this season. I am your host, Kay, and tonight we have with us this guy.
I am Tyler. Hello, everybody.
And this guy, I'm getting face. So give me 1 second. You guys introduce yourselves. You may notice Pun is not here. She is calling me. So give me 1 second.
And then this guy. Wait.
That guy? This guy.
This guy introduced himself already. Who's this guy? Oh my God, these directions.
I'm the Laughing Hat. That's right.
He changed it. He is in fact the Laughing Hat.
Did.
No, my phone is just possessed. It was calling Pun for me. Like it was just sitting here calling Pun. It wasn't the other way around. I don't know. My phone is genuinely it's tied in with my Apple account. Like it's not just this phone because it transferred with the phone. So I don't know what's wrong with my account. Just need to make a whole new thing. I need to get away from Apple. That's what's trying to tell me. All right. So Pen is not here tonight. I'm thinking kind of like when we had problems that one night we were able to do it. Power is out, I believe. I don't know. We're assuming that everyone is fine, right? No panic. But yes, that being said, unless something happens, we might not have a Pun tonight. So I am sorry ahead of time to everyone. However, you're in for a surprise because I think I can make up for it.
Oh,
all right.
Get spoiled, maybe. I don't know.
Kay can wear multiple pants.
I can at the same time, right? Like multiple layers. You never want to leave the house without like 5 or 6 pairs of pants on.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have them. You gotta have them.
You might spill chili, you know.
Always. Chili's the first
thing that happened.
I have chili every day.
Every day. Yeah. Okay, so the tournament is this coming Saturday, and we were trying to figure out like the best time for everyone. It's probably going to be around about afternoon time, evening time. We'll figure out a very specific time. I don't care. We're figuring it out. If anyone wants to join, this is proof that it's very relaxed. We are just, wanting to play with everyone and have a great time. So if you haven't signed up yet and you really would like to, be sure to message me or any one of us and let us know and come be a part of all of this. You could get some prizes, or if you don't, you can walk away and be like, listen, that was a lot of fun, because that's what it's going to be. It's a lot of
It is going to be a lot of fun.
Tons of fun. So much fun that we won't even have enough to pass around.
No, there won't. So time is limited and slots are too. So make sure you can get your fun right now.
I said that
Sign up. There's slots of fun.
Carry on.
You know what? That sounds a little
fun.
Well,
I think those are illegal.
We might. I was gonna say we might be offering a different kind of tournament soon. Okay. Anyway, no. Also, congratulations to Kat, Faith, and the Worldwide Video Games. Excuse me. For winning at our raffle. Yes, super exciting for you guys. Thank you to everyone who participated and picked numbers, and hopefully we will have another one sooner.
I picked 2 numbers and I didn't win.
I know, and you were holding off because you weren't really part of the show yet, and then you did all that super nicely, and then you didn't win anyway, so it didn't matter. It didn't matter, but hey, we appreciate the thought.
We're gonna buy him something nice one of these days just to make up for it.
That's what
I'm gonna buy me some hair. I just got rid of mine.
Hey, it looks good though. Looks good.
Yeah, I do. I like it. I see Kitty Man.
She was sitting like tucked behind me, and she just moved up to my lap. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah,
the proper position.
The proper one. All right, guys. So we will go ahead and move into the new releases. All right, so it was kind of last minute that we figured out that stuff wasn't going to work out. So that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and pull up our thingy McBobberoni. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that tiny little screen.
Very nice. Very cozy.
I don't know. It never used to let me adjust it this much. I swear I don't know if they updated something. I don't know. But all right, either way. Okay, so first of all, excuse you, computer, stop that. Thank you. Starting on the 27th, I actually don't have a video for this one because it is what it is. It's a 5'22" Ultimate Edition, right? Is going to have their earlier release on the 27th, and we also have Hot Wheels Unleashed Ultimate Stunt Edition. Okay, so that is, I do have that because, I mean, come on, Hot Wheels, look at that. It's collect the best vehicles of the Hot Wheels universe. Is it not playing for you guys?
It's not playing. No,
I didn't think so.
got
Okay,
black screen
my
now.
computer's having a heart attack. I'm going to just remove that, and we're just going to read them out. Okay, so
Use
build
your
spectacular tracks and dive into breathtaking races. Okay, on the 28th, we have In Sound Mind, and that's going to be for Xbox One, Series X, PS4 and 5, and Steam, Series X and S, I should say. Same with that Hot Wheels, by the way, is going to be for everything. But In Sound Mind is actually seems like, you know what? I don't care. You guys look up the trailers. I am going to read it out to you because it's going to be a lot of words that don't make a whole lot of coherent sense. However, there's another one coming out on the 28th called Lemnis Gate. It's coming out for the Xbox One and the Series, PS4, 5, and Steam. Okay, so this is a turn-based strategy first-person shooter. And oh, sorry, I saw your comment just now, but thank you. But it's like you plan out each round and you send out a guy, and then you have like 25 seconds to figure out where you want to go with him, and then you just keep doing that over and over again. It's like a 1v1 or a 2v2, and you just keep layering on different things, and you can like mess with time and all that. So it's like it adds that layer of strategy, but it's a shooter. Like it looks just like, you know, most shooters these days. So check that out. That is Lemnis Gate, and that looks like it's going to be honestly pretty awesome.
Super neat premise.
Super neat.
I'm excited for that.
Tyler was pretty excited about Unmetal coming out for PS4, Switch, and Steam. This is like a goofy Metal Gear Solid. So right up Tyler's alley.
Oh yeah. I'm excited. I'm gonna get it.
It looks cute. We were watching the trailer for that one too. And then on the 29th we have Insurgency Sandstorm. That's for Xbox One and Series and the PS4. And that's they've had that one out. That's like the console release. It's been out on PC, but it's really intense co-op and PvP multiplayer. It looks very explosive. So check that out if you guys haven't played it, if you're not PC players, you know, all of that stuff. Okay, so asking what the winning numbers are, he sent me that form. Actually, it was 10, 4, and 33. So Laughing Hat is on the ball right now.
He's got it.
He's got
the ball.
He's proving himself.
He is. All right, so check these games out. Sorry that we're having so many difficulties tonight. Like we were late starting because we were waiting to, you know, for Pun to get here, and I truly. And I don't know what happened to my computer. Like I had some accidents earlier, but prior to what caused accidents to happen was because the computer wasn't working right, and I was like trying to get things to work right, and then Liquid was knocked over. It didn't actually. It could have been. It has been a lot more tragic in the past. It was not that.
So what you're saying is it's been one of those days.
It's been one of those days. I gotta, yes, it has been, in fact, one of those days when you want to, you know, ripping someone's head off and breaking stuff. And, you know.
I miss Limp Bizkit so much. I really do. I don't care if they're bad. I miss them. I miss them.
That look, I will say that new look is an interesting one that he's got going on.
Have I seen it? Did you show me? Am I blanking, or did I just?
I want to say I did show it to you with him. I mean, you can Google it real quick because it's hard to describe. You just need to see it for yourself. You just need to see it because, wow, it's something that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. But yes, I guess, you know, we're just going to go ahead and move into the news. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Look at it. I'm actually on my separate laptop here, so I can't screen share it, but oh my God.
Oh, I guess I could pull it up real quick.
Wow, he looks... Speaking of Metal Gear Solid, he looks like a Metal Gear character. He looks like a Metal Gear character / founding father. I don't know.
Right.
Wow. Okay, so that's Limp Bizkit now. All right. The more I know, the more I know.
I cannot find a good picture of this that's not going to have a bunch of other stuff. So never mind. I guess Google, guys.
Look
Google.
that up. If you're curious how Limp Bizkit looks in 2021, Google's your friend.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into these game news. Tonight's really weird, and I have been having kind of a hard time with the show overall and just feeling like we're having a super good vibe. And one of the things that's been nice is having old Laughing Hat here filling out the rest of this stuff with all the mouse and keyboard things and the just helpful hints here and there, and his really good habit of Googling everything to double check that you're right or wrong, because, you know, you always got to have the chronic fact checker.
He does
and
that.
There he is.
Actually, I already know it.
Oh, okay.
Case in point, there he is. So I do want to say thank you, Jeremy. Well, Laughing Hat, I'm going to keep calling you Jeremy. I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
It's so hard for me to not call Pun Carrie, and I still do it all the time. Like, it just happens. So I'm so bad at that. Nobody ever give me your nickname or spy name, because I'm just going to ruin it, like, in the middle of a very covert operation.
See, I know that you told me that just Tyler works for me because of my history with DoubleXP and, you know, or Pinfall rather. It just kind of being backstage all the time, but I'm going to be the only one on this show without a cool screen name.
I mean, get you a cool screen name.
You can have a cool screen name.
I'm going to have to. The peer pressure
is use your gamer tag.
I could. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then people would know your gamer tag, and everyone would be like, "I'm going to join this guy's game because look at that beautiful
Tyler."
mug.
Right. That's what everyone says every time. This is what brings the views: is your mug.
I mean, that's why I started watching.
And also your face.
We actually got more views before I came on here, so very literally, maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe I'm making it worse.
Okay, so news. Once again, we are brought back into the discussion about Blizzard and all of their issues because another employee has quit amid all of these lawsuits and scandals and everything that's been going on. This is the executive producer of the Overwatch series, Chaco Sonny, is taking what the company's saying is, quote, some time off. He was also one of the vice presidents of the company. So in addition, get ahead of myself. So nobody mentioned anything whenever he did quit, like what specifically. I think he had some tweet that was along the lines of, I worked here for the last 5 years and it was great and it's going to be hard to leave or whatever. But nobody said anything specific, but obviously everyone could kind of figure out that. I'm not saying that he was involved, but maybe wanting to separate himself from what's going on. They have lost so many high members of the company at this point. It's wow. And 2 days ago, actually, there is an extensive investigation being launched by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, which is including issuing a subpoena to CEO Bobby Kotick, the one that's been such an issue. So he's going to be going in court, and he needs to.
So that guy quitting, that's a pretty high position.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've had a lot of big, because particularly in this article, they listed like 6 people, and a lot of them, 2 of them were developers of the 6 or 7. The rest of them were like directors or executive producers and all that stuff like that, vice presidents, like big people in the company. And a lot of it, I know it keeps being tied back to that Cosby suite thing, like pictures of people from in these positions being there. But I don't know if every one of these people, I don't think every one of these people were there. Like, again, this guy, it's not implied that he's like, get out of here, but
get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out.
I'm walking here.
Here.
Interesting thing about that, though, I'm walking here thing. I know it's completely irrelevant, but if I don't say it, I'll hate myself. When they were filming that, they didn't have like a massive crew, and they were just walking down the streets of New York, and a taxi almost hit him, and he broke character to say that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually really neat. I love the things that people break a character.
I love stories like that. Yeah.
Right.
There was some kind of there was some kind of movie thing or a show thing I read about recently that was also unscripted, and they ended up keeping it. I can't remember the movie, but the stuff's so cool. I love that stuff.
Okay, so next, the Pokemon Unite launched an update yesterday on iOS and Android that allows cross-play as well as cross-progression. So this allows you to link your mobile devices with Switch, and if you want to carry your progress over to the mobile devices, you can do that, which is super cool. And the matchmaking will include everyone, regardless of what platform they're playing on. And some of the other features that was added with this update included like some of the spectator mode. Like I guess they tried it out, had some issues, and they're bringing some of the parts of it back. And there's also going to be Unite squads that allows trainers to team up with squad mates, and some other things going on. So that's pretty cool. Check that out. I know that that's been pretty popular among some of the people in the Facebook group. So if anybody is interested, there are people who are like in there who want, you know, teammates and things like that, people to play with. So you guys will have some hopefully squad mates, maybe Nemesis. You never know. Might become a good old competition. Maybe that's a tournament. Honestly, I've never played it. I've never even really seen it played. I don't know if that's something that we could possibly even do as a tournament, but you know, we'll look into it. I'll look into it.
Probably.
I'm not even, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I've not even like looked at this Pokemon Unite thing.
I really, truly haven't either. I mean, I'm not. I'm not I don't have a Switch, right? It's his Switch, and he lets me, like, it's not like he keeps it away from me, but I'm also not like super, you know.
I understand he keeps the Switch away from you.
He does. You got
to earn it.
He locks it up underneath the cupboard under the stairs. Instead of me, he locks the Switch up.
I take the key with me to work. You know,
he does
that kind of deal. Yep.
Swallows it, and then, you know, in like 3 days he's able to play his Switch again.
How unnecessary. Not only do I take it to work with me, then I swallow it.
Right.
Just in case, you know, she wants to do like a mode-in type thing.
She might, I don't know, she might
put some laxative, in your drink.
Yeah,
gotta keep it hidden at all times.
All right, so if you're still into Sea of Thieves, the season 4 is dropping tomorrow with lots of new content. We have not played Sea of Thieves in a while. We did have it as a game of pre.
Yeah, you just cut out.
Okay, I saw it. I saw it pop up. Can you hear me?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think you're on a different mic though.
No,
Mike,
that's the problem.
Yeah, it sounds completely different. I don't know.
Really? I think it's back to normal for me.
All right. Well, sorry to anyone.
It's working. That's all that matters.
If I sound terrible to chat, I will email this to old. What do you want your screen name to be? Quick, you can change it right now. We'll do it right now. What's your screen name?
You know I'm not spontaneous.
Put him on the spot like that.
I don't know.
All right. Well, here we go. Hang on. Tor. I'll send it to Tor here.
Sounds good. I'm Tor for tonight. Backstory later.
All right. So the most notable thing being added in season 4 is the addition of siren treasuries, which are full of loot underneath the sea that players must battle new underwater creatures for. Like, they look pretty intense, got coral all over them. It's neat. And you use the merfolk that, you know, teleport you to your ship, help you retrieve the goodies that pop up and everything before other players steal it from you. So awesome stuff. And they also have new voyages, commendations, all that stuff. So check it out if you are playing the Thieves of Seas.
Seen some like insane, like 3 million gold hauls. It's gotten out of hand. Literally. Like,
how long did they play?
Like 20 hours. Nobody
destroyed them in 20 hours.
No, some of these people, they're just so good.
Like, it doesn't matter.
It's insane.
That's
they will launch themselves onto your deck and have you dead in the matter of like 10 seconds.
That's crazy.
And then they'll just light a barrel and
there we go
about their ways.
Alrighty. Fun fact, today is actually Hobbit Day. So September 22nd is both Bilbo and Frodo's birthday, right? And this is celebrated across the internet. So happy birthday Bilbo and Frodo Baggins, the Bagginses.
The Baggins boys.
The Bagginses.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
The Bagginses.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Thank you. All right, and finally, Netflix, thank you, has purchased Roald Dahl's catalog and plans on creating a universe spanning TV shows, films, games, and more, like everybody else, building these universes. So this is, of course, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and all that stuff. So they have entered in a deal with Roald Dahl Story Company, and they plan to work together to, quote, bring some of the world's most loved stories to current and future fans in creative new ways. And this is including, I love this man. I hit my mic. I'm so excited. He pops up in so many things, and he's just quickly becoming one of my favorites in the movie industry and TV shows, I guess, is what my problem. I was going to come up with a ridiculous way to say it, but I think I'm getting closer to actually pronouncing it right. Taika Waititi. I'm getting there. I've never looked it up on Google, but one day I'll say it right.
That flowed really well. Good job.
I feel like I'm getting to the point that I'm just, if it's not, then I'm just renaming him that. I hereby do.
That is his name,
That's his name now. But it's a new event series set in the world of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that is, quote, another wholly original take on the Oompa Loompas, which actually sounds pretty stinking neat. So
I hope they don't make it an MMORPG.
Well, they didn't actually specify video games. It could honestly just be games anyway, like board games. Speaking of, there's supposed to be a Blade Runner tabletop coming out, and I could not. It said tabletop, but the way it was describing it made it sound like it was a video game. But it literally said tabletop, and I was like, pretty sure those are conflicting.
I mean, there's Fallout tabletop,
right? Yeah. So I mean, yeah,
it's possible.
It's possible. It's okay. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Well, we will take our first break, and when we get back, we will carry on with. I think Tor's got a retro roundup for us tonight, and we'll move on into that. So you guys stick around. This is DoubleXP Podcast, and we will be right back. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. All right, everyone. Welcome back. That first commercial was for Drop the Mic Podcast every other Tuesday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. And the newest episode was on last night. That features Josh and Punisher talking about all things music. And the second one was for Sports Report After Dark. And that is every Monday at 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern. And that's with Seven and Dirty Dan bringing you uncensored sports news all the time. It's great. Gamerware, check them out and use our code DoubleXP to get 10% off of any purchase. And they've got really awesome gamer apparel, including a customizable jersey you can put your tag on, which is awesome. And then Rep Sports Raise Energy. Use GGN10 or Pinfall. Is it Pinfall Stream or just Pinfall? Now I can't remember. It's on the bottom. They're just Pinfall. For 15% off everything on their site. So awesome stuff. All right. We still don't have an intro for Retro Roundup because I'm a terrible person. But yeah, we will just move on into that. Tor, what is our game for this evening?
The game for this week in Retro Roundup is a little more obscure than last time, but awesome nonetheless. This week we are talking about Lords of Thunder. Yes, it is just as metal as it sounds. I heard
I've
an echo.
never
just
heard.
then.
Oh God.
Oh no.
I don't hear an echo.
That's the first time tonight I've heard an echo. I don't know. Probably my crappy headset. I don't know. Anywho, I know. Technical
We're having a
difficulties
terrible night.
all around. It's gonna. Don't worry.
All
As
right.
soon as I share this screen, it's gonna be
There
much
we
better. Aha! There we go.
Just you wait.
Lords of Thunder was originally released on the Turbo Duo in 1993, then ported to Sega CD in 1995. It is a shoot-'em-up game developed by Hudson Soft that puts you in the shoes of a magic warrior that uses varying suits of armor to fight through each stage, each having different powers and attack patterns. The game features a heavy metal soundtrack that is very impressive for a game of its time period and makes for a very unique and unquestionably badass experience. Listen, I recommend everyone at least listen to this game's soundtrack. I know these shoot 'em ups, these arcadey games are kind of hard to get into because they're a little, they're a little difficult. But man, this game's soundtrack actually sounds like Megadeth instrumentals. Like it's so sick. It's so sick. Yeah. Unfortunately,
what did you say that it started out on? What was that?
The Turbo Duo, which I do not know a whole lot about. I don't know. I'm going to have to do my homework on that one.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that one. That's
right.
Awesome.
You said it came to Sega CD.
Sega CD in '95, yeah.
After it was ported.
Sega CD. I miss Sega. I wish Sega would come up with a system.
Didn't get to experience that actually. I think my earliest system was a 64. So, I guess at least that's that one instead of like. It's amazing that so many people these days started out with like a 360 and a PS3.
That is the weirdest thing.
It
hurts.
So old.
It hurts. It's yep.
Oh no.
Yep. Mm-hmm. See, this is what happens with the retros and the nostalgias. We got to bring up how old we all are.
Just to remind our audience, whether you are watching us or listening to us, the PS2, the GameCube, and the original Xbox are all considered retro consoles now. Just let that sink in. Let it sink in. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
GameCube?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. That whole generation is considered retro now.
That is truly uncomfortable.
That hurts.
Yep.
That hurts.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Lords of Thunder. Unfortunately, the only way to play this game is to either sail the seven seas, if you know what I mean, or play it on a physical Turbo Duo or a Sega CD. However you play it, up to you. But it's pretty cool. Check it out.
Well, that's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay. All right. I want to listen to that soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good. So cool.
I just got to sell the seven Cs. I'm an idiot. Yar, har, har.
I'll go on record. I'll go on record and say that I played it by emulating it on the Wii. So I sailed the seven seas to play Lords of Thunder. I'll leave that to your discretion, though. I will not. Yeah, I won't encourage or discourage, though.
It's an emulator. What even is that?
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, speaking of games and playing stuff, what has everyone been playing this week?
Laughing at what you've been up to, man. You've been playing. We've played Apex once with you, like in the last 2 weeks, and beyond that, I don't know what you've been up to.
I've been playing Apex and Splitgate. I actually did dip back into Rainbow Six Siege a little bit because every now and then I just need to go back and let everyone know that they're garbage.
Respect it, love it.
Because I hop in first game back in months, and I'm MVP, and it's like, come on, kids.
I love that game so much because that's anytime I played it with you, and we've you're the person that knows all the little nooks and crannies of the maps, which is so important on Siege, where you could shoot through little bullet holes and stuff like that. You really need to know this stuff. And every time I would play with him, kind of a similar thing for me. My first game back, I would do really well. I would get 6 or 8 kills, which is good for Siege. For those who play, I'm sure you can. Right, that's decent at least. But here he is dropping 8 to 10 kill games fairly regularly all throughout. Right, that's just maintains it. That's when you know that you're good, is when you can maintain your score for like more than the first 2 or 3 games of a session. Because like most games, I just as I play longer. But all right, Tor, what about you?
Kay, you know this answer already. I have been playing Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain almost exclusively for about a month now. I 100% of that game. My first copy on PS4, could not do anything more with that game. Beat it completely. Bought it on Steam a couple years ago, installed some mods, walked away from it for a little bit. Now I'm back because I'm in the middle of a Metal Gear spell, apparently, and it's so good with mods. So I mean, it's so good anyway. But as someone that has played it to death already, the mods just add so much to it. I don't know. That's such a good game. Even if you're not a fan of Metal Gear, you guys should play that game. My review, by the way, my review for that game is in the files tab in the DoubleXP Facebook group. You should check it out and see what my thoughts are.
He's got a couple reviews up there now.
I got 3 at this point.
Right.
Metal Gear Solid 5, Dark Souls, and Pokemon Sword and Shield. You guys should probably check those out. You know.
Yeah, they're really good reviews, and I agree that I've played it a little bit. That is a very fun game. As I've mentioned in the past, I'm not a huge fan of playing with mods. I think generally I don't ever play a game long enough to reach a point that I'm needing that content anyway. But I don't know. It's just, I can't shake that it feels like cheating. Like, I don't know why that part of my brain, because a lot of it is like adding content. Like, it's not bypassing stuff. It's just like, oh, well, here's an additional thing, which is great, right? Like, that's not, it's something new. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm like, I've done it before and I have played some of them. Some of them are a lot of fun, but I guess it's not something that I pursue. So I respect anyone who's played a game long enough to be like you, like the hours you've taken to be like, I can see a huge difference with mods. Like, they really make the game now. That's neat.
When it comes to mods, I think the reason I don't use mods is because I was playing Halo 3 and I can't remember the map. It was like a snowy map. And there were modders in there, and they tried to convince me that I too could mod like them. All I had to do was take some paper and shove it in the CD port. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Those gentlemen were clearly leading you astray.
So, I mean, now I need to know, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, all right. I wanted to ask.
That's stupid.
I mean, we didn't get, I mean, Halo 3 is an approximate age, but you weren't that young. All right, okay.
A few years before, maybe.
Maybe. Those single digits are fragile.
But, recently I've also been, myself, I've been checking out some like indie games and things like what's been on Game Pass and whatnot, because I kind of miss doing the game appreciations. I don't like trying to play a game in a week, but I end up not playing. I never hardly beat games anyway. Like, I'm a real big fan of like starting games out and like going through them. And in the first couple settings, unless something's really great about that game, I end up just dropping it. Like, I'd like to come back and play them. I plan on coming back and playing them, but then I just don't. So I think very recently I started, there's one that on Game Pass called Yes, Your Grace. That one's kind of fun. You're managing a kingdom and like really managing it in terms of like talking to your subjects and stuff. And it's very like 16-bit type thing, I don't know. It's just got nice sounds, nice music. Kind of dramatic, but whatever. And then Craftopia it's in an early access right now, and that honestly is Breath of the Wild and Ark, and I think there was something else I included in there. Definitely Breath of the Wild and Ark. Like, it acts just like, it looks so much.
It looks so similar to Breath of
the Wild. It's crazy.
It's uncanny.
Yeah. And then, but it's got the whole like, you craft, you like can build the houses from different panels and stuff. Like, you upgrade, like you go through stages of civilization, and whenever you do, you like get more stuff to make things with. I don't know, it's neat. It plays fairly smoothly too, which is really nice. Yeah, that was the thing I said, Spore, because of going through the different, which it doesn't actually, at least so far, I've done like one upgrade up, like I used an altar of civilization, and it didn't do anything other than unlock things for me to use. Like nothing happened per se. So I guess not like sport, unfortunately. One day I will find a way. They need to do something with sport. You know, developers who watch our podcast super regularly, you guys,
yeah,
you guys need to redo Spore, okay? Like, because that's been a long time coming.
You could redo Spore.
I could. So
we're talking about
let
mods.
me hop on it. Right. Oh my god. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll learn how to be one of those impressive people. I can be like, yeah, bro.
Hey, you can get Unreal Engine for free off Steam.
Can you really?
Can you really?
Yeah, the older versions.
I guess, you know, it does encourage people to try
I've got
and
it
make some
installed.
stuff. That's neat. Does your computer run it?
Yeah.
Wow.
My computer's not the greatest, but it's enough to run Unreal. I mean, I need a better graphics card, but
all right. So to wrap up this little bit, is there anything that you guys are looking forward to in the very near future?
Semi-related to the game I've been playing recently, which is a Metal Gear game. Tokyo Game Show is towards the end of this month, as well as first week of October, and Konami, of course, you know, publisher behind Metal Gear, they have a panel at TGS, and I don't think there's going to be anything there, but I always have hopes, you know, never give up hope on the things that you love. I'm waiting for a new Metal Gear game, but without Kojima, I don't know if it's going to happen. So we'll see.
I forgot to mention that I started playing Death Stranding again. Oh, yeah, like I mentioned that I think last week because of that oh my god, what is his name? Miller. Whatever is, yes, that guy. If you're watching, you've done some awesome stuff with the group.
Mason Miller.
Mason, that's it. You've done awesome stuff for the group, including I started playing that game, and old Hideous, as I call him now. He really does do some intriguing work. I have not played enough of any Metal Gear to get into the story at any point. I'm really bad to get into stories anyway, but just something about. He does anticipation really well, and that's like one of my favorite things. That's the best hook you can have, is when you hint at stuff and you give enough to not make you feel completely lost, but you don't really understand, and you start to get excited about what's happening, what's coming next. And just like the whole game itself is just really neat, the way that you interact with other people. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so you can yell, right, as the character Sam, and it said something like on the tooltip, like, you know, just keep yelling. You might get lucky one time and have a response. And I was like, Tyler, does that mean like other players are going to like it? Because you don't see other players. Like you never directly interact with anyone, but you can pick up packages. You're like a mailman. You're like a really rugged mailman. But you can pick up other people's packages, and like you can use it. They build a bridge and they leave it. You can use their bridge, like stuff like that. But I was running around and I was near like a structure, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to yell. And I did. And somebody started yelling back, and we just communicated back and forth. I was just like, hello. And then you would hear just like a really faint echo. I'm here. And I would just like say something different. Like, my name's Sam is what I said. And then he replied, me too, or something like that. Like, it was so cute. And it was another player. We just happened to be standing in our respective games in the same like immediate area and could like hear each other. And that's just so neat. I don't know. I love stuff like that. So
I've enjoyed watching you play that quite a bit. I'm glad you started that.
It's been a lot of fun. If you guys have thought about playing it and you just haven't yet, I would definitely check it out. The director's edition is coming out here very shortly, like the next week. So that's gonna. Is it tomorrow? I was gonna say maybe two days, but I'm super bad at that, and I feel like I'm always wrong. So I'm gonna be safe and say within the next week.
There you go.
It still looks great. So I don't know how they're gonna fix this, but visually they say it looks better, but I don't know. Call me cheap, but I have enough frames as is. All right, we will go ahead and take us another commercial break, and when we come back, we will pop into Nostalgia Nook. So stick around. This is DoubleXP Podcast, and we will be right back. My mic. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Those were the first two commercials for Gamerware and Raise Energy Rep Sports. Use our codes that are on the bottom of the screen, DoubleXP and GGN10 or Pinfall, to get 10 to 15% off of all their products on their website. So awesome stuff. The two shows were really good podcasts. That is the opposite running show for Drop the Mic. So every other Tuesday, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. Next week will be our episode. And that is Josh and me talking about all kinds of movies and shows and awesome stuff. And then Geek Gauntlet podcast, which is showing exclusively on Twitch every Saturday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. And we're working out a schedule for it showing on Pinfall, but for sure, check it out on Twitch when it runs. And, if you're not there live, of course, you can go to his Twitch. That's at William Morgan Media. So, same as his YouTube and all of his other stuff. So check him out. Check him and Shaw out. They do awesome stuff. Okay. All right. I feel like I have to say so many things. And, ultimately, I know we're not really doing the podcast stuff anymore, so you guys can, it doesn't matter what people hear, but we need to, add the dates and stuff and the times on the commercials. So I don't have to ramble every time for 3 minutes after we end a commercial break.
You do have to say a lot. I tell you what, you do a lot. You do a lot.
Well, you know what?
You talk a lot.
Thank you for watching. Right? Thanks for watching. Please react, share, and subscribe.
Do that.
And welcome to DoubleXP.
Yeah, that's
XP. I did look up the director's cut, and it's the 24th, so 2 days. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Right. Thank you. See, there he is, fact checker. He's
Here
built
we go.
in.
Here we go. That's your username is fact checker.
There we go.
Ye oldie fact boy.
Ye old fact boy. K2 Fun. DoubleXP.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. So without further ado, let us meow to the nostalgia nya.
Such a good idea that you and Pun came up with for the tea thing, tea, coffee,
tea.
Tea.
Yeah. But yes, all right. So Tyler Tour once again has figured out a nostalgia nook for us. I don't know what this is. Neither does Laughing Hat, and hopefully neither does anybody that he has secretly planted in the audience that will ruin everything. You never can trust tours, right?
Never met a trustworthy tour in my life.
Never. Okay. So, thinking cap and laughing cap. We're ready. Hit us with our nostalgia.
All right. This is pretty short and sweet. So, forget about a barrel of monkeys. How about a family of monkeys? How about
Donkey Kong? 64?
Hey, there you go.
That's where you didn't even let me finish.
Okay, well, I didn't even get to finish my riddle.
Please finish the riddle.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and screen share.
I want to hear you.
All right, forget about a barrel of monkeys. How about a family of monkeys? How about more collectibles than you can count, or mini games and platforming challenges galore? You might remember this game on N64. I rhymed this week. How about that?
That
Oh
is
my God,
great.
that was really
That-
good.
That's
I
phenomenal.
might make that a normal thing.
You
I
know
kinda like
what?
the rhyme.
I
I'll
feel
tell
like
you
you could have
what.
ended that somehow with bananas and just like be that as the final thing, right? I don't know
See,
what rhymes with bananas.
I was trying, and
Bonanza.
I thought I thought about including
Banana.
bananas much sooner.
A
Well, I didn't include
banana.
it at all, but I thought about it initially, but then I was like, no, that probably would have gave it away even more so. So I
Yeah.
excluded the bananas.
No, that's awesome. The family. That's what did it. Yep. All right. So tell us about it. When did I actually have no idea. When did Donkey Kong 64 first come out? Actually.
Well, what you know it, I forgot to do that part again. So I'm gonna check that for us real quick.
Okay. Thank you. Well, my
Right.
memories of Donkey Kong 64. If anybody in the chat has played this, by the way, please drop in some of your favorite memories.
1999, by the way.
99. All right. I most recently actually have been playing this on the 64, and it's honestly a really solid game for the platforming thing. It's got its challenges, but it's a little forgiving, and I enjoyed that because I was not very coordinated growing up, and I still had a lot of fun playing this game. And going back and replaying it still holds up. I didn't feel super, oh god, these old games, why do they suck so much? And their level designs are so neat. Like, they had so many cool worlds. I don't know. I really like this game. This is one of my favorites.
You know, this expansion pack included, right? Literally, they had to put this. They had to ship it with the expansion pack included because the Nintendo 64 couldn't play it. Like they had over designed it.
Interesting. I mean, I don't remember having an expansion pack. Like mine was a yellow. Mine was a yellow. That's one of the things I liked about it was like, you know how most of the cartridges were always gray. Like that one was yellow.
I've been wrong before on some things. Not often.
I mean, not that often.
There was something with it. Like there was a glitch or something, and like at a certain level, it would like just mess up.
Well, you know what? Maybe I just never made it to that level. We did not get it new. I know we got it from like a thrift store or something, so it's hard to say. But I guess definitely didn't reach that point. So, another one was Army Men Air Combat was a green cartridge. Like
that game, it was so good.
I really, really miss things like that in games, like special colored cartridges and just things like that. Very, very soulful,
Right.
If I could use that term. Just I don't know. It's different now, that's for sure. Games are still good. Don't get me wrong. That's why we're here. Games are still good, but I don't know. It's different back then.
Yet we have more segments about older games than we do newer ones. So that might be a little indicative of everything. But awesome stuff. How much did you guys play it growing up? Did you feel that this was kind of a shaping game for your childhood?
I did not have it growing up. I got it, I'm gonna say about 10 years ago. Ended up getting it finally, and I actually did not give it a whole lot of time during that particular. I know. During that particular phase of life, that was when I think I had just gotten like my first job, and I just had a little bit of my own money, and started buying games just willy-nilly, and I just had too much on my plate. Ended up not playing Donkey Kong 64 that much, but I mean, I've watched you play it, and I did play it, for a couple hours. It's really solid.
I need to play it more then because I want you to see like the later levels because they do get really fun. Also, another game so this guy plays like all these old retro games, right? Yet he does not play the popular ones that everyone else has played. He never played Super Mario 64. He's not played Donkey Kong 64. What's some of the other outrageous ones that you just haven't played?
Let's see.
Castlevania 64, Conquer? Right? You didn't play that one?
Didn't play that or Conquer. What's because I
didn't play Conquer either, actually.
I didn't have an N64 until about 10 years ago. I did not grow up with that. So
okay, I guess that makes sense. That was I want to say I was like 6 or 7. I think I was 7 when we got ours. So yeah, we got Banjo-Kazooie really early.
I looked it up. It did require the expansion pack to prevent a game breaking bug. But it didn't always happen. but it would just randomly crash sometimes if you use the standard 4 megabyte memory setup that comes with the Nintendo 64.
Okay. Interesting. Well, the more you know. Wait. Hang on.
Hey.
Quick tips.
Hey, it covered up germ this time.
I am the quick tips. So yeah, if you're buying the game for the Nintendo 64, make sure you have that if you don't want it to crash.
Or if it does crash, that's what it is. And
if you've been playing this and it's just been crashing, you're like, why? That's why.
Yeah, that's why. If you've never Googled that ever and you just let it sit. All right. So so we've got one commercial break left, and then we will probably wrap this up. We will stick around, all right, because
You got that pun?
I've got something up my sleeves. All right.
Very short sleeves, so
it's a very short segment, so
it works.
Segment.
It's dramatic genius.
Right? But yeah, this is DoubleXP Podcast, and stick around. We will be right back.
Up like we do. No one does us like we do. Always go hard with this crew. Welcome to the show, let's make moves. Nothing's gonna stop us, it's not to get rough. Turn the whole room up, it's never enough. Let's go, 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 let's go.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Be sure and check out those two shows. That is the Pinfall Podcast every Sunday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern with Josh and Will. And then Sports Report is every Monday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern with Will, Toady C, 7, and Dirty Dan talk about all things sports. All right. And then, of course, Raise Energy, Rep Sports, and Gamerware. Go ahead and check those guys out. They got some awesome stuff. But yes, we were discussing during the commercial break whether or not we had used the news transition. I can't remember if I did or not, quite frankly. I know we
remember
news, but I can't remember if I did that or not. So if I didn't, I terribly apologize for my awful production quality. Not only is my computer shitting itself, I'm shitting myself. Like, I'm going to have to change after this.
The reason why is because there was something that I remember that I was going to say during the news, but I'm scatterbrained, so I just completely missed it. It happened. But the PlayStation 4 had a new update, and don't install it if you haven't already, because it's been bricking PlayStations.
Yeah, there was a guy actually. Old Mason Miller shared that in the Facebook group a couple days ago, man. Yeah, so if you guys want to make sure to stay up to date with all kinds of very useful gaming news, be sure to follow DoubleXP Podcast Facebook group.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You did do the news transition, by the way, because that's the Pac-Man one, right?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
you did.
Give me a second.
1 second.
Just listen.
2 seconds.
Okay.
It'll be worth it.
I'm here. What do you mean? I wasn't gone.
No, you were here the whole time. Like I saw you on screen.
What do you mean?
Right? Yeah. Okay. So, as Pun is not here, this was kind of maybe going to be something anyway. She's not, right? But it seems particularly needed tonight. So, without further ado.
Dad jokes? Oh God!
It's your dad. Hang on. It's Tim. Who's K?
Hey Tim.
Howdy, howdy,
Can I borrow the
Wow,
weed eater?
Tim, how's it going, man?
Hey, it's going.
I need to fish up my lawn a little bit. Can I borrow that?
Hey, well, you know what? After I'm done with it, buddy, and as long as you promise to put some gasoline back in, I don't care. All righty, so welcome, fellers, to the Dad Dukes, and I'm Tim, your dad. My hat is stubborn. All right, y'all ready? You ready?
So.
I'm so ready for this, Dad.
Oh God! Thanks, son. Thank you, son. All right. I was kidnapped by moms once. Figures my mic muted in the middle of that. I'm going to restart that again.
Do what you got to do, Tim.
You go, but you on Tim.
By moms once. They did unspeakable things to me. It's actually very fitting that my mic muted in the middle of that. It truly is. It said really this is such a bad one that you cannot tell it. But
I shit my pants on an elevator once. It's wrong on so many levels.
Let's see. You know what? There's one that I wasn't sure, but I don't care. It made me laugh so hard. I'm going to share it with all the rest of you. And you know what? I believe the two fellers in here have already heard it, but I don't care. Y'all laugh anyway.
Let's go.
All righty. Why did little Timmy drop his ice cream cone?
Why, Tim?
Why?
Because he got hit by a bus.
Yeah. You hear.
All right, I hear the chillins are calling. I believe somebody's done touched the thermostat, so I'm gonna leave you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out for me and all that stuff. Listen, we appreciate you, and we will see you all next time. Thank you.
Bye, Tim.
That was Tim. That was mine and Laughing Hat's dad.
Hey, we're brothers.
We're brothers.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just had to go finish feeding the rhinoceri. I know Tim. That was really sudden. Tim. Oh my God. I just asked him to come on the show. Really? Oh my God! I just asked him to come on, and he left me on red. And honestly, it seemed like he was kind of typing out really slowly. Like I don't understand. But all right, I'm so glad he stopped by. But I know I was just impromptu.
It's that iPhone 4 he has.
Yeah, that's totally what it is. But definitely check Tim out.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool feller.
He's a cool guy.
Great dad.
Cool guy. Great dad.
All righty. So let's wrap this up. We're going to run all the different news articles, like where we got them and all the stuff like that. Pictures on the bottom of the screen. While that's going, chats, if you have some songs that you would like to share, drop them now. We would love to hear them. Got our handy dandy notebooks for writing them down. Except for we like to throw the pens away.
Except for that one part.
All right. Tor, what's a song?
And that's where I got that Nintendo 64 information, by the way.
Oh, you're good. You're
nice.
good.
Very nice. I'm going to give you guys a video game song because I'm bad at real music, so to speak. I don't know. I listen to a lot of repetitive, obscure stuff. So I'm going to give you guys Dark Hollow from Spyro the Dragon on PlayStation 1. Check that theme out when you can. And I'm going to be doing that every week, by the way. All of my songs are going to be video game songs from now on. Hold me to that.
All right. I'm going to hold you down now.
Hold me. Just
holding to
right.
it.
Hold me right there to it.
Laughing Hat, what about you?
I'm going to have to say the Halo 3 theme song, and the name is "Finish the Fight."
I
a banger.
I downloaded that whole album, and I know I got rid of a few songs because, like, I mean, if you have the whole album, it does get a little redundant after a point. Like, I mean, it's great, no, don't get me wrong, but that one in particular is a good one. That's probably definitely the most solid one I feel off of that. Okay, so I feel kind of left out now because I don't have a video game song. Okay, but I'm gonna ruin everyone's day. If you've ever heard this song before, by everyone I mean mostly specifically Tyler Tour, but it would be "Too Shy" by Kaja Gugu. Is my recommended song. That's Shy Shy.
I swear I thought you were about to say "Friday" by Rebecca Black.
you know, I
Friday.
Get down on Friday.
You know, I understand the hate at the time. I do, but it never really particularly bothered me. I'm not calling it a good song, but I just
kind of same. It was such a silly. The biggest thing was it was a really silly subject, but yeah, I mean, but we have other Friday songs. I guess it was just the way she did it, right?
Which version of Sound of Silence?
I was gonna ask that actually.
Yeah, you can't just Sound of Silence. Everyone is
okay, so what is everyone's favorite version of Sound of Silence? And not just Juliana. Okay, Tour. What's yours?
I'm sure I've not heard all of them, but Disturbed has a pretty good one. And I like Disturbed anyway, so I might go with that one.
I honestly really like Boba Flex's version.
I forgot about theirs. Yeah.
I'm going to be a nerd and say the original.
There you go.
I do. I really like I don't know, something about, I like the instrumentals that the covers add to it, but I feel like their actual, like their vocals just nail it, right? They're I mean, it was Simon and Garfunkel. Oh, okay. That's, you know what, that's fair. I was going to say, I'm not familiar with that band, but no. Hey, well, we appreciate you breaking that to be with us tonight.
Plot twist.
Hold on.
Hold on. We're holding on.
There it is. Sound of Silence.
I mean, we got to share for everyone, right?
What a show. I've laughed a lot tonight.
It's been a pretty good night. Thank you guys for hanging out with us again. Sorry, it's been a little, well, I don't know if what's going on with my computers.
What?
My pooters is messing up tonight. I hope it'll be better by next week, and hopefully I'm assuming the power will be back on for by next week. One would really hope. I am gonna say, by the way, I'm gonna say, so since that technical difficulty night when we lost the power and weren't able to do a show, which I feel like I cursed us with, because I literally had that exact thought of, as long as we don't lose the power, we should be fine. And then it happened like the next day. Okay. Every Wednesday since then, we have lost the power. Yeah. Like, not shitting you guys. We lost it last Wednesday. Yeah. We lost it today briefly. Actually, I lost it for like over an hour or close to 2 hours. Laughing Hat only had it off for like a second. Came right back on.
Like 3 seconds. God.
Yeah. So I was in the dark. But and then I want to say, maybe, I don't remember how long ago it's been that I want to say that it was the week before that. I think this is 3 Wednesdays since that missed one. So like a month of Wednesdays, we've lost the power. This town sucks. How do you have that well organized power outages, right? Like this one was, I will blame the weather because it was raining.
At this really point, windy. I think it might be a little more than just an hour. Conspiracy theorists? Do we have any conspiracy theorists in the chat?
We have gravy worth of plot. It has thickened so much.
It's so thick. Scooby-Doo's up here cutting that with a butter knife.
He's going at it, man. And I tell you what, last summer, Kay and I had just moved up here last summer to good old Mullins, West Virginia. And I kept track at one point because it was so ridiculous. I remember tweeting it at the time, actually. The power went out in Mullins, West Virginia from late May to about this time, August, September, somewhere like that, like 13 times.
It was stupid. I was working ridiculous. At home for like the majority of that time, and it cut off almost every time I was on call. Like I was at work and it cut off. And like that job made me anxious enough. I was like, fuck this town. I hate everything. Yeah, so that was rough. So, you know, that being said, hopefully everything will be good next week. Knocking on the woods. I want to make sure I get a nice actual piece of wood. There's a lot of fake wood in the world. Rare.
There you go.
Found some.
There you go.
Found some. There we go.
Okay. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's been a great episode. Episode 9 is next week at, of course, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And be sure to, stop by. We're gonna start having some more topics to break down a little bit more so that we, you guys can you can know ahead of time and maybe look into it if you want to, or like just kind of be more prepared for like our main topic. Tor has been hard at work scrounging together a list, and he will stay on top of that to make sure that we have the most important stuff to talk about on DoubleXP for video games and the most important, the stuff that you guys want to hear. And if we aren't doing that, then tell us we suck and what you do want to hear. So be sure, we need that feedback.
Maybe bring in some more M&K back. If let us know if there's some stuff you might want to know about.
All right. Some old mouse and keyboard. I'm telling you, it's very useful. But all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I had a lot of fun. Have a wonderful week. One that's worth the double XPs.
As it is.
And you guys could say bye. You're so rude. Look at him. Look at him not even saying bye.
You're right. Good.
Bye. Hello, farewell. I'll see you next time.
Later
On
Double XP.
The delay never works. I promise you. We have tried and it never works. But we can all attempt it. 3, 2, 1. Double XP. Yeah, that was awful. Okay,
yeah,
so
I wasn't even going to try it.
It worked.
So yeah. We'll see y'all next week.